evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Warriors going up against the Chargers. And now let's present tonight's players. First, the visiting team, the Warriors. Representing the 6th Division, we have Williams. Representing Division 5 for the Warriors is Stan. Representing 4th Division is Julin. Third Division veteran, none other than Manny. Representing the 2nd Division for the Warriors is Nicholas. And now presenting your team captain of the Warriors, Douglas. And now to introduce the home team, the Chargers. First off, representing Division 6 from Philippi, West Virginia, USA, El Barba. In the 5th Division, from New Haven, Connecticut, Gallo. In the 4th Division, from San Sebastian in the Basque Country, is Arta. Now time for the Chargers captain from Manchester, Connecticut, United States, Benny. In the 2nd Division, from Noain in the Basque Country, is Iturbide. And finally, representing the 1st Division from San Sebastian in the Basque Country, Zuleika. The Battle Court players for this evening from both teams salute you, the fans. And we welcome you to Friday night of Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. I'm Stu Nyman, and they've given me the microphone mostly for myself this evening. I'll be doing all of the matches. Looking forward to a fantastic evening of Jai-Alai. Once again, live here in the Magic City. First up tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have Division 1 matchup for the Warriors, and serving Douglas and Nicholas, going up against Zuleika and Benny for the Chargers. There's the serve. We begin. Here's the backhand by Benny, caught by Nicholas. Benny from the left side at the 10 line. He plays it deep. Douglas now from the 9 line. Powerful backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Zuleika's there. That's the rebote. Benny on the backhand from the 7 line. Rebote. That rebound off the back wall comes to the forehand of Zuleika. He puts it back to the back wall. Douglas is there. Zuleika from midcourt. Gustavo by Nicholas. Douglas on the backhand to the inside. Beautiful catch by Benny on the 13 line. Nicholas on the backhand. Once again, wall to wall and out to the rebote. Nicholas is there. Big backhand by Nicholas. Benny, forehand from the 11 line. Rebote comes to the forehand of Zulaika. He sends it deep. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Benny on the backhand. Nicholas now from the 11 to the inside. High and hard, clearing the overhead screen. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Nicholas is there. Benny harder, lower to the inside. Nicholas on the backhand. Benny again, backhand. Douglas for the rebote, forehand play. Zulaika from the right side, low and hard, and caught by Nicholas. Rebote forehand by Zulaika, coming out. Douglas makes the save, caught on the forehand of Zulaika. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Douglas will take it on the bounce at the 9 line. Hard throw to the inside. Benny's there. Zulaika left side. Costello to the inside. Nicholas powerfully to the back wall and out to the rebote. Rebote forehand. Rebote left side by Douglas. Caught in the air by Benny. Here's Douglas at the side wall. Tough play. Douglas again from the forehand rebote, and Benny's there. Rebote down low. Douglas makes the save. Zulaika attacks. Has it on the Costado. Split placement. Will score. First point of this match goes to Zulaika and Benny of the Chargers. Zulaika has the serve. Here's the backhand of the inside. Here's the catch by Zulaika. He goes to the inside. Backhand by Nicholas. Rebote. Forehand by Douglas, powerfully thrown. Caught by Benny. Benny, beautiful catch at the side wall. That clears the overhead screen. Rebote coming out. Here's a catch by Nicholas. Benny's there. Rebote forehand to the inside. Rebote left side. Zulaika's there. Zulaika winds up. Coasty inside. Nicholas makes the catch. Here's a rebote coming out to the forehand of Zuleika. He rifles it wall to wall and out to the rebote. What a catch by Benny at the sidewall. Rebote forehand, light touch. Benny moves up, backhand from the 9 line. Nicholas hard to the inside. Benny's there, backhand from the 9 line. Again, a beautiful catch by Nicholas deep in the backcourt. Ball tipped at the sidewall. Tough play. 2 points for your Chargers, Zuleika and Benny. Zuleika has the serve. So decidedly good play to start these first 2 points off in tonight's game day. Both front quarters trading hard. Throws straight to the backcourt. That one got tripped up at the side wall. 2-0 in favor of the Chargers. Nicholas from the forehand. Lower and harder to the inside. Benny's there. Benny on the backhand. Nicholas from the 11 line. This rebote is coming all the way out to the 3 line. Douglas sends it back, trying to pass Benny with a spectacular catch at the 12 line. Here's the backhand. Rebote, forehand, caught by Nicholas deep in the backcourt. Benny now on the catch from the 10 line. Douglas from the 7. A bullet right to the corner and out to the rebote. Benny again, hard throw to the inside. Rebote forehand by Douglas. That did not clear the overhead screen. That is a 3rd point for Zuleika and Benny. Zuleika serves. Here's the scoop by Benny. Nicholas from the corner. Here's the backhand by Benny to the inside. Rebote. Hard throw by Benny. Nicholas has got it. Nicholas now from the 11 line to the inside. Rebote forehand. Zuleika makes the save. That's just dropped in the backcourt. 4 points for Zuleika and Benny. Zuleika has the serve. A reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Fast pace of play to start off these first couple points. Both Zuleika and Douglas playing aggressively. Spectacular catching in the backcourt by both Benny and Nicholas. Here's Benny on the backhand from the 10 line. Low runner. Scooped up by a Nicholas. Benny from the 10 line. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Backhand by Benny. Nicholas goes deep. Rebote forehand. This one stopped by Douglas. Douglas sends the Gostado to the left side of Benny. Benny fires it low and Nicholas is there. Here's the backhand. Benny again. Rebote forehand fired by Zuleika. Nicholas on the forehand from the 11 line, low and hard to the inside. Here's Benny, backhand from the 11 line. Douglas, powerful forehand. Zuleika, Costado, split placement, will score. 5 points for Zuleika and Benny. This is possible set point. So Zulaika going to the split placement. Again, not throwing that Costado 2-ball that opens up widen to the outside. He split Douglas and Nicholas to his advantage. On the verge of a first set shutout. Point and set to Zulaika and Benny. They take the first set 6-0. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out and play our second set. So, the Chargers bringing in a surprise here in the first set, a shutout of the Warriors. You don't expect to see that. They don't get any extra points or money for that, but a shutout we don't frequently see. Imagine that the Warriors will come back in the second set firing on all cylinders. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we are in the break period, in between sets, a 2-minute break. Back in the DraftKings players cage. See Zulaika there. He's the one with the banana. And Benny with the water, getting feedback from Iturbide. And as I have been reminded by our executive producer, EPL, who we hope to see in the post-game show, we're taking votes now. There's no place to vote, but you can vote if you want. Potassium is important. It definitely is. There's a number of players, actually, that do go for the potassium break in between sets. So Zulaika and Benny there discussing strategy, but I imagine it involves something along the lines of just do more of the same. That worked out well. And here we are on the other half of the ESPN3 DraftKings players cage with the Warriors. Anyone able to come from behind, it is Douglas. In fact, I was literally just having this conversation with Douglas in the hours preceding tonight's matches. And we talked about his propensity to fall behind at times, and that sometimes either as an underdog or playing from behind, he just feels a different type of pressure. We'll see if that comes out in this second set. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Douglas will have the serve for the Warriors. There's a serve by Douglas. We begin with an overserve. That's a first fault. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Second serve by Douglas is good. Here is the backhand by Benny. Nicholas from the left side to the inside. Benny's there. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote. Here's Benny on the backhand from the 9 line. Difficult Robote save made on the forehand of Douglas. Zulaika winds up but puts it inside on the wall. What a catch by Nicholas. Here's Benny from the 13 line. Too much. That's in the overhead screen. First point of the second set goes to Douglas and Nicholas of the Warriors. Douglas has the serve. So Benny trying to make a throw here. We're not going to see it on the replay, but this is what set it up. Actually, we may see it. We see the backhand there, and Benny just went too high and put it in the overhead screen. Returning to live action, here's the backhand by Nicholas. Nicholas from the 11 line to the inside. Zuleika, backhand from the 8 line. Douglas, forehand rebote. Benny's going to take it on the rebote to the inside. Big bounce cut off by Douglas at the 5 line. Here's Benny from the right side. Douglas from midcourt puts it inside. Here's Benny, forehand on the run. Low and hard to the inside. Nicholas is there for the Warriors. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall. Saved by Zuleika. Douglas has it. Costello to the inside. Caught in the air by Benny. Rebote back to the inside. Benny stops another one. Scoop by Nicholas. Rebote left side. Backhand by Benny. Douglas from the 8 line, hard to the inside. Beautiful catch by Nicholas. Benny, backhand. Rebote by Zuleika. Backcourter comes in, takes it on the bounce. Hard backhand, forehand rebote rifled by Zuleika. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Benny's there. Backhand from the 11. 2-all by Douglas will score. That 2-all is perfectly executed by Douglas, landing in. The Warriors lead 2-0 here in this second set. You see Douglas looking for the rebote here, that rebound off the back wall. He not only plays the rebote, he turns it into a shot just out of reach of Zuleika. There's the backhand by Benny to the inside. Beautiful catch by Nicholas. Benny, backhand. Rebote kicks all the way to the 3 line. Fired by the forehand of Douglas to the corner. That's a near perfect throw. Stronger one by Zuleika. Douglas is on it. Bounce to the inside, and Benny's there. Low runner. Stopped in the backcourt by Nicholas. Zuleika on the forehand. Nicholas again. Stops the low one. Benny from the 9 line. Hard to the inside. That ball clears the overhead screen. Rebote coming all the way out. Zuleika sends this one all the way on the rebote to the 3 line, and so does Douglas. Rebote forehand, Cortada stopped by Nicholas. Inside placement by Nicholas, returned on a rebote by Benny. Powerful throw, 3-wall play. Positioning, perfect by Zuleika. And it scores. Well played point by all 4 players, Zuleika and Benny of the Chargers. Get the point. Zuleika has the serve. My, oh my. See Benny here basically making a save, but puts it in the forehand of Douglas. Douglas scopes things out, goes for that 3-wall play. This works for him frequently, but Zuleika read it perfectly. A little too much for Nicholas on the catch. Well done. The ace will score for Zuleika. We're all tied up 2 points apiece. Zuleika has the serve. Zuleika keeps this serve outside. Nicholas is there. Powerful forehand. Rebote. Catch by Nicholas. Here's the backhand, low and hard to the forehand of Zuleika. Powerful right side by Zuleika. Benny to the 13 line to make the catch. Douglas in the front court. Backhand from the 7. Forehand escapes off the court. That ball is thrown out of play. 3rd point for Douglas and Nicholas of the Warriors. Douglas has the serve. And that one, obviously, Zulaika trying to get a lot of power on it, but you have to have both power and control. Didn't seem too comfortable with the way he felt when it left his cesta, landed out of play. Here's Benny on the catch. Backhand by Nicholas. Backhand by Nicholas, low, hard, and inside. Benny's there. Robote left side. This one caught by Zulaika. Backhand, the bullet coming in low. That was saved before the second bounce. Zulaika's on it. Split placement will land off the court. That's a 4th point for Douglas and Nicholas. Douglas has the serve for the Warriors. So that was the split placement that wasn't. Positioning of the ball was good. It just landed beyond that outer boundary line and out of play. Benny on the backhand. Here's a backhand by Benny to the inside. Nicholas is there. Benny from the 11. Powerful backhand by Benny. Clears the overhead screen. Douglas forehand rebote. Zulaika scrambled, made the save. Douglas is attacking at the 2 line. That drop shot, oh my. Zulaika got there before the second bounce. A controlled throw is caught on the return by Nicholas, and Benny makes a great play. Sets up a 2-all for Douglas to kill it. Costello 2-all scores for Douglas. It is 5-2, possible set point for the Warriors. So tremendous play by all 4 players. And Douglas, who didn't throw one coastie, whips one out here, kills the point dead. Zulaika didn't even have his cesta up. There's a backhand by Benny. Robote comes to the forehand. Robote for Benny, he makes the save. Nicholas, backhand from the 11 line. Ball's dropping, Zulaika makes a save. Douglas to the inside. Benny looking for the rebote. Douglas again. Splitter will score. Point and set for Douglas and Nicholas, who take the second set 6-2. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our third and final set. So you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our first of 6 scheduled matches this evening. So far, a bit of a lopsided match. Chargers took the first set 6-0. Warriors take the second set 6-2 on a bit more aggressive play here by Douglas in the front court. Chargers were on defense most of that, setting Douglas up. Douglas makes the catch, takes a peek. This is a good drop shot, but look at that catch. Perfect read by Zulaika. Here's the rebote. Look at Douglas. Eyes on the ball. Wants to make something happen. Split placement to finish that set. He threw that thing hard. And why do we call it a split placement? Because the front quarter is not in position to get it. The front quarter there in purple and white. And the back quarter's on the inside. About 20 seconds to go before we begin our third and final set. First team to 6 points will win this match. There we are on the Warriors half. Actually, we were on the Warriors half. Now we're back on the Chargers half of the DraftKings Players Cage. 2-minute break period has expired. See Zulaika tying into his cesta there. We're going to come back out and play our third and final set. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin the third and final set of this first match of the evening. An exciting set. First team to 6 points will win the match. I don't think I've ever said that before. It's funny what happens, too. Zulaika serves. We begin. What a catch by Nicholas, pulling that off the sidewall. Benny will let this pass. Douglas has it at the 7 line. Takes a peek, throws it hard. Scoop by Benny. Benny scooped a bullet there. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Benny on the backhand from the 12 line. Nicholas is there. Nicholas from the 12 to the inside. Robote forehand. Nicholas on the catch. Backhand from the 11. Benny now from the 10. Backhand to the inside. Nicholas is there. Nicholas now on the backhand from the 9 line. Wall to wall. Zulaika. Got that Robote. Ball comes off the sidewall and scores. First point of the decisive third set goes for Douglas and Nicholas of the Warriors. Douglas serves. So again, both teams continuing an extremely aggressive style of play. Douglas not slowing down with that serve. There's the backhand by Benny. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Nicholas plays it deep. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, fired from the forehand of Zulaika. Benny from the 10 line. Robote forehand. This one caught by Nicholas. What a catch by Nicholas, made high overhead on the left side. This one goes by Benny. Zulaika will make the save. No play on that ball for Douglas. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand. Douglas makes the catch, winds up. Costello 2-all will score. 2 points for Douglas and Nicholas of the Warriors. Douglas running back to the service line. The hesitation that you hear in my voice here is that Zulaika was ready for it. He's there. Overran it just slightly. Could not get it into his basket. Well thrown by Douglas. A hard serve by Douglas. Here's the backhand. Benny from the 11 line to the inside. Robote coming in low. Douglas makes the save. Zulaika winds up. To the outside it goes, but that's read by Nicholas. Carom by Nicholas, stopped by Zulaika. This one going wild. That ball touched the overhead screen over the 7 line on the way to the front wall, which is out of play. Tremendous effort here by Nicholas. That point goes to Zulaika and Benny. And so, you see this beautiful catch by Zulaika on the replay. Fires it back in there. Nicholas knows this court well. Tremendous effort, but that ball just hit the overhead screen. Anytime that a player goes down onto the ground, they transfer that sweat, and it can create a rather slippy, dicey situation. Last thing you want is to be running for a ball and go sliding on the court. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. It seems like we're saying this more and more in battle court, but this is one of the best games that we've seen played. Aggressive from the start. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Powerful backhand. Rebote by Zulaika. Benny on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Catch by Zulaika. Splitter by Zulaika. Read again by Nicholas. Nicholas blasts this across the side wall and drop it. Benny plays it. Douglas has it at the 4 line. Low and hard, and what a save by Benny. That's spectacular. Douglas for the 3-wall play. Benny reads it. Will go for the save. It's out. 3 points for the Warriors, Douglas and Nicholas. Douglas serves. Benny making a fantastic save on the rebote here on the replay. Douglas, though, backing up just slightly, now sends one high. Benny practices with Douglas more than anyone. He knows where he has to be. He was there, just not able to keep it in play. Catch by Nicholas. Rebote left side. Douglas will keep it inside. Here's Benny. Backhand. Rebote by Douglas. Benny from the forehand at the 9 line. Nicholas is there. Backhand. Powerfully thrown low and hard. Beautifully caught by Benny. Backhand by Douglas. On the side wall. Low rebote. This ball thrown to the outside. Douglas calls for it. Plays the rebote. Big bounce. Stopped by Benny and a beautiful catch. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Benny on the catch. Nicholas on the forehand from the 12 line. High and hard to the front wall. Rebote coming out. Zulaika makes the save. Inside, pretty big bounce, and Nicholas is there. Rebote forehand. Benny from the left side. Backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand. Nicholas. Benny, tough catch there at the 13 line. He lays it up inside. Big bounce on the rebote. Fired by Douglas. Cut off by Zulaika. Zulaika blasts it low and hard. What a scoop by Nicholas. Nicholas will send one that goes off the frame of Zulaika Sesta. That's 4 points for Douglas and Nicholas. Once again, we're in the 3rd and final set. First team to 6 points will win the set. Douglas has the serve. So you hear us saying it over and over and over again. Keep that ball close to the side wall. The closer it is to the side wall, the more difficult it is to make a play. That was the case there. Excellent serve by Douglas. That's an even better catch by Benny. Benny from the 10 line. Big backhand. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Beautiful catch by Benny. Benny, backhand from the 12 line. Nicholas from the 9 to the inside. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That is 5 points for Douglas and Nicholas of the Warriors. This is possible match point. Don't know that I've seen Zulaika go for a serve and try to kill the point quickly. Don't know that he would do it now, but he's more than capable of pulling it out. Ball over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7. Here's a catch by Benny. Benny comes over the top. Nicholas, beautiful catch, big backhand. Rebote forehand. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Backhand by Nicholas. Ball tipped by Zulaika. That is point, set, and a hard-fought match for Douglas and Nicholas of the Warriors, winning it in the third set, 6-1. Our first match of the evening has been completed, and going in favor of the Warriors, Douglas and Nicholas.
Well, and the tide turned very quickly there, Stu. I mean, you 6-0 in the first set, and then I guess the Warriors decided to start playing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Let's do introduce you.
I was not doing my best Scott Savin imitation, just so you know. That was Scott Savin himself. Scott has chosen to join us in the booth, and you're right. That was fantastic.
No, I mean, it was a great first match, and you saw four of the best players in the program. When we talk about the upcoming match, people might say, is it slowing down? And I think we need to explain a little bit about that. But the momentum just shifted after that first set, and it's like Nicholas and Douglas, whatever they said in between sets, they flipped it.
No question about it. Sometimes we like some. Yeah, I can hear you now. Forgot about that.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
And here we have the Game Days scoreboard brought to you by DraftKings. First point and a half. First point and a half going for the Warriors. You see total points of all teams there along the bottom of that graphic. 37.5 points for league leaders, the Renegades. Before we can move on, let's hear from those winners, Douglas and Nicholas.
Nicholas, congratulations on winning that match. We have to know, what were you guys talking about between set 1 and set 2 that set you guys up to get the victory tonight?
Yeah, that definitely wasn't our prettiest set, that first set. We both made a few mistakes, more so me. We definitely started slow, and we just told ourselves to play calm and relax. It's only one set, we got two more, and I think for me personally, I was playing too much right side rebote, and Zulaika and Benny knew what I was doing, so I started playing more left side, moving them around a little bit, started incorporating a few more shots, and I think that was the key, and like always, Nicholas played amazing. So.
Well guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. To see what else happens on today's game day.
Thank you, thank you.
And Scott, as you were saying, this next match is going to change. We're going to change pace a little bit here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see something a little bit different than we saw in the first match. Now, we might have some more colorful characters on the court in this match, but we probably aren't going to see exactly the same speed, finesse, and style that we saw in the first match of the night.
But it's always fun. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next match of the evening. Williams and Julian will go against El Barba and Arta. Williams has the serve for the Warriors.
And this is our D5 level players, so this is a setup similar to World Team Tennis for those that are familiar. We started the match off, or the night off, with the D1s playing, and now we're going to the D5. So you're going to see a little bit different style of play, and we'll explain that as we move along here.
But always a lot of fun, especially with Williams and Barba on the court. I mean, just a guaranteed good time. There's the serve. We begin. Arta on the backhand. Here's Julian from the 11 line. Scoop by Arta. Robote forehand. Arta's there with a drop. First point goes to Williams and Julian of the Warriors.
Now, typically in the doubles matches, you've got a designated front court and back court player very well defined in the first match. Here, you may see the back court players, Julian and Arta, taking some liberties and moving a little more forward time to time.
Yeah, they tend to get pretty aggressive, especially Arta on the inside. El Barba picks the serve. To the outside it goes. Oh, my. Look at that catch. Look at that catch. Here's Julian, and that catch didn't quite work the way Julian wanted. We're all tied up 1 point apiece.
And a great exchange there between El Barba and Williams.
A lot of look what I got. I mean, just the ball came fast and hard. Really just time to get your cesta up there. And then Julian, who catches quite a few, couldn't hold on. Backhand by Julian. El Barba jumps in. Backhand from the 7 line. Robote left side. It's going to take a big bounce. Julian cuts it off at the 8 line. Robote forehand. El Barba to the outside. Cool fit. Williams, rather. Cool Williams. Grabs it up. 2-all. Stopped by Williams. Beautiful catch by Arta. Backhand 2-all. Caught the pad. And the pad is most definitely bad. That is a second point for Williams and Julian of the Warriors.
We're seeing some nice early front court exchanges up there, Stu, between El Barba and Williams.
One thing about Barba and Williams, neither one wants to drop the ball, and especially coming from the other one.
No, exactly, and it's nice to see the exchanges, and you may see it's a little bit slower than we saw in the front court matchup of Zuleika and Douglas, but just as exciting, if not more exciting.
Always fun, absolutely. Point 2, the Chargers, El Barba and Arta. Scores 2-1 and scores 2-2. Okay. This is the second serve. Scoreboard is correct. Second serve must be good. Second serve by El Barba is good. Here's the backhand by Julin. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That's a 3rd point for Williams and Julin. Williams serves. So technical buggies abound in the back here, but you know what? We get them straight, and we try for no more than like a 2-minute delay, and that's exactly what happened. Good serve by Williams. Here's a backhand. It only happens when the boss is sitting back here. Here's the catch by Arta. Big backhand. Rabote coming out. Nice save by Williams. Here's Arta. Drop shot. Fell short. 4th point for Williams and Julin. Williams will have the serve.
The drop shot needs to be played at the right times. And Stu, Arta has a he's tall, he's lanky, and he almost has a real long windup to throwing that drop shot. Kind of telegraphs it.
Absolutely. And it's almost like he feels he has a little bit more space than he does, and it just plopped it into the pad. Beautiful catch by Julin. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. Big backhand by Arta. This Rabote. That rebound's coming way out. Beautifully played by Williams. Here's Arta. Arta on the backhand. Julin's there. Rabote, that rebound off the back wall, comes to the forehand of Williams. Difficult scoop by Arta. That 2-wall is perfectly executed to score. 3 points for El Barba and Arta. El Barba has the serve.
Nice 2-wall by Arta there. He's real good at throwing that shot at the right time, exactly in the right spot. Trip cool up a little there.
Like the fact that he came back from the previous mistakes without building on those mistakes, which is sometimes a problem for Arta. He starts losing his focus once he drops the ball into the pad. That didn't happen there. Really well done by Arta. Fault, miss serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve must land between the 4 and 7 line. There's the backhand, caught by Arta. Arta from the 12 line, hard to the inside. Ball tipped. That is a 5th point for Williams and Julin. Possible set point.
A couple of drop balls by Arta in this set, and as you said, Stu, this game is as much mental as physical. So it starts to get in his head, opens up the door for Julin and Williams. Let's see if they can close it out right here.
I've seen more people driven crazy by this sport than literally all the years I spent working in psych. That's not a joke. There's the serve by Williams. Here's the backhand by Arta. Beautiful catch by Julin. Julin goes hard from the left side. Rabote stays inside. Arta makes a fine save on the forehand. Julin advances from the 7 line. Catch by Arta. Julin will look for the Rabote about the 10 line. To the inside it goes. Big, big bounce. Will score. Point and set for Williams and Julin of the Warriors. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Good first set by Williams and Julin, but that was just as much Barba and Arta losing the set as Williams and Julin winning the set. Three drop balls there by Arta in that set.
The unforced, I go all the way back to 2018, back the earliest days of this program before there was a battle court. And a former player by the name of Jay Liss, who said to me on like day 5, he says, seems to me the person who makes the fewest unforced errors has a good chance of winning.
Well, that was an astute observation by Jay Liss.
Absolutely.
Jay Liss, one of our original players, a lacrosse player who really picked up Jai-Alai very quickly. Made a transition like a lot of our other athletes from another sport to Jai-Alai. This match is interesting. You've got Julian, classically trained Jai-Alai, Arta, classically trained Jai-Alai, and then you've got Barba and Williams, who...
Magic City Originals 2018, Scott.
Absolutely, and doing a fine job out there. Williams is playing, so far, a fairly error-free game.
His focus for the most part in these practices has been just focus on catching the ball, stopping the two walls, and making the rebotes. That's all of his practice focus on that. And he's been getting a lot of good feedback on that from Tevin. Here we are in a replay from that first set. See Julian look to turn to make the rebote on the slow-mo. Big bounce to the inside.
And there we saw Arta go up,
Yep.
and you know, that's as much a mental mistake as anything, Stu. I mean, that's a ball that he's going to catch 9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10, you're absolutely right, Scott. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches.
You know, I don't think you can underestimate what happens sort of behind the scenes in between sets. I mean, there's a lot of good advice and good banter going on between team captains and other players, trying to turn sets around on the team that lost and trying to keep the team that won the first set moving and taking it in 2 sets. No one really wants to go to a third set if you can avoid it.
This is true. Those third sets can be breathtaking.
And a lot of these guys, you're going to see some of these guys coming back and playing another match later tonight. So obviously, if you can conserve energy and win in 2 sets, it's a lot better than having to play the extra third set, use up all that energy when you know you're going to be back out again in 30 minutes.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. El Barba has the serve for the Chargers. Barba serves. We begin. Backhand by Julian. Ball tipped. First point of the second set goes to Williams and Julian of the Warriors.
Clearly the Warriors trying to work right now on the backcourt play of Arta. Arta's a very talented Jai-Alai player, but a lot goes on between the ears, and right now he's probably a little bit down on himself, and it's showing.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. A couple of our players trying to take advantage of that sidearm, that cortada serve. Low above the pad, but enough to get it into the box. Both Williams and Barba players who do that. Julian on the catch. Backhand from the 10 line. Rebote forehand. Julian on the bounce. Arta deep in the backcourt, comes out on the left side. Rebote. El Barba gets in there, great catch. 2-all fired hard and scoring. We're all tied up, 1 point apiece.
He beats Williams and...
Yeah, to the outside. He throws this hard. Look at this. I mean, he puts a lot behind this. Williams was there, just couldn't get it into the cesta. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's a backhand by Julian. Julian will keep this on the forehand at the 10 line. Hard throw to the inside. El Barba's there. Julian to midcourt. Beautiful catch by Arta deep in the backcourt. Scoop by Arta. Julian from the forehand on the right side. Rebote forehand by Julian. What a catch by El Barba. Rifling it outside, but out of play. 2 points for Williams and Julian. Williams serves.
Really trying the same shot he won on in the last point, but just a little wide on that one.
Now, in that one, too, sometimes Barba gets very much in the moment and wants to kill it with authority, I guess is the best way to put it, but just didn't line it up. Didn't keep that outer boundary line in mind. Arta, big backhand, Rebote coming out. Williams on the Rebote. Arta's there, winding up. 2-all. Scores. 2-2. El Barba serves for the Chargers.
Julian in the backcourt for the Warriors here. He's playing at a D4 level. He's played as high as D3. He's a nice steadying influence on Williams out there. Just went up after the point, tapped him and said, hey, don't worry about it.
Great communication between these two, absolutely. Low hard serve by El Barba. There's the backhand. Backhand by Julian. Ball missed in the front court. That's a third point. Williams and Julian get the point. Barba tipped it. Here's a backhand by Arta, caught on the forehand of Julian. Julian powerfully to the inside. Scoop attempt missed. That is a fourth point for Williams and Julian.
Warriors starting to assert themselves a little bit here. You've got the calming presence of Julian in the backcourt. You've got Williams feeling good about himself.
They really seem to have a lot of control here. Or they're playing with a lot of control. Here's a backhand by Arta, powerfully thrown. Caught by Julian at the 13 line. Julian on the forehand from the 10 line. Beautiful catch by Arta deep in the backcourt. He passes on this backhand. Rebote play by Williams. Difficult catch by Arta. Here's the backhand. Arta again, hard to the back wall. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. El Barba to the inside, and Julian's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Julian on the catch. Powerful forehand. So what a scoop by Arta at the 13 line. Arta with a tip ball. That is 5 points for Williams and Julian. This is possible set, possible match point.
You sit back here and you watch Julian play, and sometimes he's being just as smart without the ball as he is with the ball. Great court positioning, great anticipation, kind of moving himself around on the court, moving Williams around, and they're up 5-2 right now.
You said a court positioning. That's how a player moves to the ball as his opponent's throwing it, and Julian's been spot on. Low serve is caught well by Arta. Williams makes the Rebote. Arta's there. Karam. Beautiful catch by Williams. The throw, not so much.
Now, what you just saw there is like a wide receiver who starts to run before he catches the ball. Williams was already thinking about what he was going to do with it before he had it under control in his cesta, made the throw and left the pelota behind. That's what drop with an agony of, I can't believe I just did that.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's like, oh, goodness. El Barba got in there, but tipped the ball. That is point and a straight set victory for the Warriors. Winning 6-3 in the second set.
Strong showing by Julian there, kind of captaining things on the court, leading the Warriors to a victory there. Played calm, did everything that he needed to do, and really let the Chargers make the mistakes, and Julian was pretty much picture perfect throughout the match.
Here we have the game day scoreboard. You see the Warriors with 3 points. Chargers have yet to make it up onto the board. Total points of all teams there along the bottom of that graphic. That scoreboard brought to you by DraftKings.
And if you take a look at the scoreboard, you see the Renegades far and away leading the pack. For those of you new, the Renegades lost in the championship match last year. They're really looking for some revenge, and they're way out in front of everybody. But you got an amazing grouping. 4 points separating second to fifth place right now.
Absolutely, Scott. There's no question. A few people have asked me, said, you know, who pissed them off? Because they come out and they play. It's like, I don't know if they're pissed, but they really want to win.
Well, they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. I think they felt they should have won the championship last year, and they're out to get it back. And listen, when playoff time comes around, anybody can win, but making a statement like they're making right now is clearly, hey, we're the best team here right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have another doubles match between Chargers and the Warriors. But before we can go on to that, we will be having let's cut to the interview for the winners of that last match.
All right, Julian and Williams, congratulations on winning that match. You guys have been a dynamic duo because you were paired together last season as a Division 6 team. Now that you're playing in Division 5, what is the difference?
It's pretty much the same. We were at the 6. This season, the ranks moved up, players moved up. The competition is getting a little better, but we still have the same chemistry from last season. So we're just taking what we did last season and bringing it up to the 5 division.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens on today's game.
Thank you. Let's go Warriors!
Julian had a few words there.
Usually, well, not if he's upset about something, but specifically there, absolutely, he was.
I guess you could say he lets his Sesta do the talking.
Absolutely.
So, all right, so we've got another doubles match coming up. I know you were just mentioning it. You've got the team of Stan and Manny for the Warriors against Iturbide and Gallo. The interesting thing here, Manny, not only one of our finest backcourters, but also our Sesta maker.
Absolutely, one of the best Sesta makers in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next match. Another doubles match for the Warriors. We have Stan and Manny going up against Iturbide and Gallo.
Also have two players here joining the Battle Court roster for the first time. On the Warriors side of the slate, you've got Stan in the front court, and then the Chargers side, Gallo in the back court. Stu, harder to really come to this court and adjust in the front or the back?
I would say probably the front to throw shots. In the back, the catching and the familiarity with the walls and the overhead screen can be real problems for the backcourter. So it's two different skill sets for traditional players.
Well, we're going to see it here. New player in front, new player in back. We'll see how it plays out.
First serve is good. There's the backhand by Gallo. Stan on the backhand from the 9 line. Manny from the 11 to the inside. Gallo's there. Low bullet. It's caught by Stan. Powerful backhand by Iturbide. Robote, that rebound off the back wall comes out. Caught by Iturbide. Drop shot. Manny reads it. He gets there but cannot make the catch. First point for Iturbide and Gallo of the Chargers.
And this is an interesting match, too. You've got the kind of the veteran in the backcourt with Manny, and then on the Chargers side of the slate, you've got the veteran in the front court with Iturbide. And I think if the Chargers are going to have any chance in this match, Iturbide really has to take charge in the front.
And we know that he can throw shots once he gets warmed up, especially in second sets. Here's a backhand by Manny. Robote coming out. Manny from the 11 line. Iturbide will play it deep. That's a backhand from the 10 line, and Manny's there. Powerful, powerful backhand by Iturbide. Stan lines up for the Robote. Here's Gallo. Backhand by Iturbide, powerfully thrown to the inside. Manny's there. Manny on the catch, backhand from the 10 line. Gallo, backhand from the 10. That clears the overhead screen. Robote coming out. Stan hit the rail just above the front wall, which is out of play. 2 points for Iturbide and Gallo. Iturbide has the serve.
Gallo's got to just catch the ball, stay in his lane, and let Iturbide win the points. That's the Chargers' formula to win this match.
That's the one thing that we've been seeing is Gallo making the adjustment to the catch. We're joking around, of course, before the matches tonight. He's played pretty much well every Fronton in Florida over the course of the last 15 years, I think it is. Here's the backhand by Manny. Stan, backhand from the 8 line. That ball was dropping, not coming out to the rebote. That's a 3rd point for Iturbide and Gallo. Iturbide has the serve.
And I'm going to keep on stressing this for our audience. Manny needs to take charge of this match. He's the veteran on the Warriors side of the slate. Iturbide take charge on the Chargers. He's the veteran on their side. The interesting thing here is one's up front, one's in the back.
Absolutely. And if the communication is off, which on that one it appeared to be, we can't hear through the glass, as you know, but we can see. Didn't seem to be a lot of communication that ball was going to be coming out. Robote forehand by Iturbide. What a beautiful catch by Manny. Big backhand. Oh, ball tipped by Gallo in the corner. Stan and Manny are on the board with a point.
And there's the first point for the Warriors, driving Gallo back into the corner. As you said, Gallo's first season playing here at Magic City. It's a little bit intimidating to go back into that corner and catch the ball.
The one thing we tell you, no matter what court you're playing on in Jai-Alai, is if you're playing in the back and you're moving towards that back wall and you miss the ball, don't turn around and see what happened. You don't want to look into that corner. Nothing good is happening in that corner that you want to look at. Gallo from the forehand, hard to the inside. Manny's there. Backhand. Stan from the 9 line. Gallo pulls that off the sidewall, puts it back inside. Here's Manny. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Manny has the catch. Iturbide playing deep, backhand from the 10 line. Robote for Stan. Stan with a missed ball at the 7 line. 4 points for Iturbide and Gallo. Iturbide has the serve.
And you'll see Iturbide sneaking back, as you said, Stu, playing a deep front court because he realizes really this is his match to win or lose. So he's gonna be a lot more active and be a lot deeper than we generally see a front court.
Absolutely, and Gallo's not going to have a problem with that. Some players will say, "Hey, what are you doing in my space?" Not Gallo understands that he's just getting used to this court. Beautiful catch by Manny in the backcourt. Here's Iturbide. Backhand 2-all. Manny reads it, stops it, returns it. Gallo comes out. He makes a difficult save on the left side, Robote. Here's Stan from the 7 line. Karam, stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide drop shot. Manny looked like he was ready for it. Threw it long across the wall to score. Beautifully executed by Iturbide.
Iturbide's got a tremendous drop shot.
Here's the catch by Gallo, backhand from the 10 line. Here's the catch by Manny, backhand. Here's the catch by Manny, backhand from the 10 line. Gallo hangs in there, backhand from the 12. Lays it up. Manny cuts that off on the bounce at the 13 line. Iturbide has a tip ball at the side wall. That is 2 points for Stan and Manny. Stan has the serve for the Warriors. Reminder of the score here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Sometimes you just want to get that ball in, make the backcourter move way up on it, but you got to get it between the lines. Stan with the catch, backhand at the 9 line. Ichibide comes back to the 10. Powerful backhand. Manny over the top. Ichibide's there, winds up. Splitter, stopped by Manny. Manny's carom, stopped by Ichibide. Ichibide blasts this one. Manny dug out that rebote beautifully. Ichibide aggressively in the front court. The drop shot stopped by Manny. He got all the way up. Both players going out. That lands in perfect to score. Tremendous play by Manny.
What
Big
court
at the point.
coverage by Manny. Just tremendous anticipation. Court coverage all the way up there. Settled through a shot.
I mean, covering the outside here, back there about the 10 line, seeing where Ichibide covers it, and then he takes off. Well, I guess it was after this save. Never quite sure with these replays. There, but as soon as he started throwing, he took off for it. Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Still possible set point for Ichibide and Gallo. Gallo makes the catch. Powerful throw. Here's Stan. Backhand from the 9 line. Ichibide at the 9. Powerful, powerful backhand caught by Manny. Ichibide again. Backhand. This rebote's coming all the way out. Rebote left side. Stan switched from left to right, missed the ball. Point and set for Ichibide and Gallo. They win the first set.
And this is an important match for the Chargers. They dropped the first 2 matches of the night. They need to bounce back here. Ichibide looks like he's playing sharp. He understands. Gallo knows his role, which basically, like you said, Stu, stay back there, stay in your lane, catch the ball, don't make mistakes.
Traditionally, that's what the backcourter does. Backcourter hangs in the backcourt, basically makes the catches, plays the more defensive of the 2 positions. You just keep the ball in play and set it up for your front quarter to kill it. Here, we have some front quarters that do more killing than others, I guess is the best way to put it. But it's always the backcourter's job to make sure you make those defensive plays and make those catches.
Well, and I'm sure the Warriors, in between sets, they have to be telling Manny, look, you have to take a little bit more charge here. And both players have to be told, you're going to win this by keeping it deep in the corner to Gallo. I know everybody throws, and this is something that you can explain. They want to throw those big shots with the big rebotes coming way out, but when you've got as good a front quarter as Ichibide up there, and in this match, your weaker player is Gallo in the back, throwing that big shot with a big rebote doesn't really help the other team.
We've talked about this actually going all the way back to when Gaucheri first came here. It's basically called feeding the rebote. If you have someone that's got a weak rebote, that's one thing, and they start getting nervous as they're backpedaling trying to throw it. But if you have guys that know that can actually kill you off of the rebote, you don't want to throw that ball high and hard and feed the rebote.
No, absolutely. When you have someone like Ichibide, he would love to see the rebote coming out every time.
And Ichibide does have a good rebote.
All right, well, we're coming back for the second set here. And, as we said in the first set, it went the way of the Chargers. It went that way primarily because Ichibide played, I'll say he didn't really play a front court. He kind of played a mid-court, Stu.
And he played mid-court very well.
Made no mistakes, threw some great shots. Gallo only dropped 1 ball, but I still think, the Warrior strategy has to be keep it to the backcourt.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next set. Stan will have the serve for the Warriors. Stan serves, we begin. Here's Gallo, drop shot. Lands in perfect to score. Iturbide and Gallo are up on the board first here in the second set. That's bold when you see the backcourter throwing the drop shot. Rebote forehand. Catch by Manny. Iturbide is calling for the rebote, plays it inside. Here's Manny from the 12 line, backhand. Beautiful catch by Gallo, big backhand by Gallo. That clears the overhead screen. Iturbide comes cross court to make that catch. Manny's at the 13 line. Backhand by Gallo, powerfully thrown again, clearing the overhead screen. Stand for the rebote. Stand with a 2-all rebote that is out of play. 2 points.
So very interesting here because the Chargers want to throw and have the big rebote come out and try and work on Stan, and the Warriors want to work on Gallo in the backcourt.
Play the weakness of the perceived weakness on the other team. So far, they seem to be getting it right. Powerful serve by Iturbide. Here's the backhand. Gallo powerfully to the back wall, and Manny is there. Iturbide from the 9 line, low and hard. Juggling on the catch of Gallo. Ball bounced in and out of the cesta. That's a point for Stan and Manny of the Warriors. Stan will serve. So the judge saw the ball come into the basket but lose contact with the surface of the inside of that cesta. That constitutes a juggle. Powerful backhand. What a catch by Stan. Stan's low backhand is responded to by Iturbide, who drops it inside to score. That is 3 points for Iturbide and Gallo. Iturbide serves. Two-all will score. 4 points for Iturbide and Gallo. Iturbide has the serve.
All right, Iturbide starting to assert himself. Chargers really picture-perfect execution in the first set and so far here in the second set.
Gallo on the backhand from the 11 line. Powerfully thrown to the back wall. Rebote coming out to the 5 line. Turned on the forehand of Stan. Iturbide eyes on that ball, sends it back. Manny's there. Rebote, that rebound again at the side wall, will score for the Warriors. Stan and Manny get the point. Stan has the serve.
Rare miss by Iturbide there, Stu.
Yeah, that side wall is just so tricky. At any level, at the highest level, it's just so tricky when that ball's on that wall to have it drop into your cesta. It's a rebote, so you can't stop and catch it. Have to flip it up back up to the front wall. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Double fault, loss of point. That is 5 points for Iturbide and Gallo. This is possible match point.
Double faults never come at a good time, but that was a particularly bad time for a double fault.
Hard serve by Iturbe. Here's the backhand by Manny. Iturbe all the way back to the 11 line. Powers this backhand wall to wall. Stan's got it. Stan plays it right to the left side of Iturbe. Manny makes a catch. Difficult catch by Gallo. Backhand to the inside. Here's Manny. Gallo now on the forehand from the 13 line. Passing. Floating rebote. Manny makes the save. Iturbe has it. Backhand hard to the inside, right to the corner. Difficult rebote save by Manny. Iturbe attacking, knocked the ball down. Tip ball, point for Stan and Manny of the Warriors. Stan has the serve.
All right, so a little renewed life here for the Warriors. We'll see what happens. I know Iturbe wants to finish it off, get off the court with a 2-set win and on to the next match.
Oh, Iturbe definitely likes to, if he's ahead, he wants it to be done. He plays so aggressively. Here's the backhand by Gallo. Caught, dropped, point, and match to Iturbe and Gallo, taking it in straight sets. 6-3 in that final set.
And if you were game planning for the Chargers, that's how they win. Iturbe takes charge like he did. He made maybe 1 or 2 errors. That was it through the whole match. They worked hard on the front quarter stand, the less experienced player out there, and took it in 2 sets and got themselves on the board finally.
And there you have on the replay. Just see the frustration as that ball goes to the inside. Iturbe coming back to the service box there. And there he is. A successful first appearance on the court tonight.
Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one!
And you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here is the Game Day scoreboard. 3 points for the Warriors there on the left side of the screen. 1.5 points just earned by the Chargers. Total points for all teams along the bottom of that screen. Before we move on, let's hear from our winners of that last match, Iturbe and Gallo.
All right, Iturbe and Gallo, congratulations on winning that match. You guys are a new team on the season. What is it like playing together?
We're just building chemistry one game at a time, getting to know each other's styles. We play together and, we try our best. We're working on things. We played much better, improved from the first time out. I think it's the power of the mustache. If I could get him to grow a mustache, we'd be good, but yeah, one day at a time.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. See what happens on today's game day.
Thank you.
Let's go, Chinese.
Now, I should have said something about that. Okay, so highlight players, if you go back and you look at videos from 70s and 80s, there were a lot of impressive mustaches. I mean, impressive mustaches. Gallo's working on his.
Well, Gallo has a nice mustache. Iturbe was played extremely well. Next match coming up, just in case people are wondering, they might be saying, well, didn't we see these 2 guys out here earlier playing doubles? Yes, you did. 2 of the best players in the program. You're going to see our #1 singles match right now, Zulaika and Douglas, but it's going to be a little different from what you saw when they were out playing doubles.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next match. Representing the Warriors in their first division is Douglas. And receiving for the Chargers is Zulaika.
All right, so we've got our number one singles players coming up here right now, and they're both tacticians. They both have strong games, powerful games, and we'll kind of see how this develops from a strategy point of view.
There's a serve by Douglas. We begin. Here, that ball tipped at the side wall. First point for Zulaika of the Chargers.
A little surprised with the way Douglas threw that first serve, kind of lobbed it in deep. I think you're going to see bullets from Zulaika.
Good hard serve by Zulaika. Here's the catch. Rabote saved on the forehand of Zulaika. Here's Douglas from the 8 line. Goes to the inside. Not close enough to the sidewall. Zulaika has it. 2-0 by Douglas. Well thrown and scoring.
Perfectly thrown, very under control. Evens the matchup.
2-0 by Douglas, thrown at just the right time. Very well done. Everyone in the program root. Rabote just missed by Zulaika. That's 2 points for Douglas. He serves.
You probably won't see too many like that tonight from Zulaika.
Absolutely not. Zulaika's court positioning has been spot on, as is his power. Fault, underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
And I'm surprised the way that Douglas is serving. Bolton's first 2 serves tonight, neither one with a lot of power on them.
Sometimes it's indicative of someone who's having a little bit of pain, but we didn't hear anything about that from Douglas. He doesn't seem to be in pain. Here's the backhand by Zulaika. That's going to come out to the Rabote about the 9 line. Powerful forehand Rabote, caught by Zulaika. Zulaika to the inside. Douglas takes it on the right side. Now there's no pain on that right side. That ball hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3 points for Douglas. He has a serve for the Warriors.
In the doubles match, he couldn't wait to serve, to get the ball back and serve. He's doing the same thing here. He's like, get me the ball, let me serve, let me keep this momentum moving forward.
Here's a backhand by Zulaika. Rabote for Douglas. Douglas powerfully passes with the right side Rabote. Four points for Douglas. He has the serve. If it didn't flash, it's 4-1 right here. 4-1. Here's a backhand by Douglas. Rabote forehand. 2-all is out. That's a point for Zulaika. Zulaika has 2 points. Douglas with 4. Some clarification here. And it's been clarified. Always like when we have the chief judge verifying the score. Score is good. 2-4. Zulaika has the serve. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow 4-2 serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Second serve is good. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand to the outside. Douglas makes the catch. Carom by Douglas caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 3 points for Zulaika of the Chargers. Zulaika has the serve. So in that case, good shot selection, just poorly executed.
Yeah, Zulaika battling his way back here. He's not someone you're going to take out early. He does not go down without a fight.
Not with that much power and that many shots. Zulaika 2-all lands in to score. Beautifully executed. 4-4 is the score. Zulaika has the serve.
And then Zulaika's fought his way all the way back to even in this match, playing under control. And these are two very evenly matched players. I mean, you look at the program, and you might say that Gaucheri is at the top of the singles heap, but then Douglas and Zulaika are sitting right there, and some up-and-comers with Ormache and Alex as well.
No question about it. There's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand hits the rail above the front wall. 5 points for Douglas. This is possible set point. I don't know why, but like Battle of the Titans is like coming, like two titans of the roster. I mean, they're both big, strong guys on the roster. Some of the biggest and strongest. Sidearm serve there for Douglas. Rebote stays to the inside. Zulaika has it, winds up, puts it back inside to score. It is 5-5. This is set point.
Yeah, Douglas had a harder serve. He's playing cagey. You know, I mean, listen, as we say, this is chess, not checkers. So 5-5. You know Zulaika's going for the big serve here, Stu.
I hadn't thought about that, but that punishing serve that crosses the sidewall and scores. We haven't seen him break it out so far. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Douglas keeps it on the backhand. Hard throw to the inside. Here's Zulaika. Backhand going wall to wall, dropping on the back wall. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Caught by Zulaika. Zulaika to the inside. Douglas is there. Douglas with the 2-all. Zulaika reads it. Returns it powerfully. What a catch by Douglas. He does not overthrow the backhand. Zulaika makes a save. Here's Douglas winding up. The 2-all lands in to score. Point and set for Douglas, winning the first set 6-5. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come out and play our second set.
Great last point by Douglas. He's smart. You know, these guys are smart highlight players.
No question about it. No question about it. Try to keep Zulaika off his game, and then when he had a chance to kill it, went for it.
I mean, if you're sitting at home, this isn't just about catching the ball and throwing it back at the front wall. These guys literally have a millisecond to decide what shot they're going to throw and where they're going to throw it.
No, and unfortunately, throughout the history of Jai-Alai, we have enough torn ACLs and Achilles to let you know how much movement is actually taking place on this court. See Douglas keeping the backhand low. Again, not wanting to feed the rebote, which is what you were talking about earlier, Scott.
And there we go, sort of a defensive shot by Zulaika to stay in the game. And, you know, Douglas has it up at the 4 line, and it's going to be hard to do anything to beat him when Douglas got it at the 4 line with time.
When Douglas is winding up like that, it's Zulaika has a decision to make. Is he going inside? Is he going out? In that case, he read it well earlier in that set. Just a beautiful catch by Douglas.
Yeah, you see on the replay where you can be aggressive as you move forward on the court, and it's got a big advantage. If you can keep in singles the other player deep, and you're able to make that catch probably anywhere inside maybe the 6 line, Stu. I mean, I would say the decided advantage at that point.
That's one of the things that, I mean, when you're in training, it's always be moving forward, always be moving forward, always be attacking, catch the ball in the air, finish it off, keep your opponent behind you. It's one of the things that you try to reinforce, but they're also working against that. Here we are in the DraftKings Players Cage. Camera on Zulaika, who just dropped that set by only a point.
Hard-fought first set.
Absolutely. We're about to begin our second set. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next set. Zulaika has a serve for the Chargers.
And that's why the players like the Battle Court format. You can lose the first set, but you know you've got a chance to go back out there. Essentially, you're starting even, and if you can win that second set, you go back out for a third set. So it's not a one-set situation. You drop the first set, yes, you're at a disadvantage, but you're far from out.
Definitely. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Second serve is by Zulaika is good. Douglas makes a great catch on the side wall. Douglas now from the 9 line. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote. Forehand by Zulaika. That ball came off the side wall, away from Douglas's cesta. First point. The set goes to Zulaika.
Wasn't really a true Magic City bounce there. It's just like misjudged it a little bit coming off the sidewall.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it just has a little bit more bite than you're expecting, and that occurs any court, regardless of whether or not there's seams. Beautiful catch by Douglas down low, away deep. Robote forehand by Zulaika. 2-all, opens and scores. Well thrown by Douglas. He has a point. We're all tied up.
I mean, there you had Zulaika moving in, moving up, and Douglas just ripped off the 2-wall.
He sees Zulaika not necessarily flat-footed, but he does see him in the middle of the court. And the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to throw a shot that Zulaika has up about the 5 or 6 line on his right side. Here's the backhand by Zulaika. Robote. Played by Douglas. Floater. Scoop high on the left side of Douglas. That is beautifully played. Douglas on the catch. Winds up. 2-all. Zulaika got there, but got his left hand into the screen. That is a point for Douglas.
And a great call by the judges there. That's not an easy call to make. For people who aren't familiar, you can catch it with your cesta, but as soon as your offhand hits the screen, it's a point for the other player.
Absolutely. Robote forehand by Zulaika, taken on the bounce by Douglas. Zulaika faked the carom, dropped it back inside to score. Zulaika has 2 points. We're all tied up 2-2. Zulaika has the serve for the Chargers. Tremendous play by Zulaika. That body fake was just tremendous. Douglas reads his opponents well. And that one, just well done by Zulaika. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Robote. Forehand by Zulaika. Oh, wow. That bit came out too close to the player. Drop ball. That's a 3rd point for Zulaika. Zulaika serves. That ball, again, just coming off the side wall. More than Douglas anticipated. Came too close to his body. Want to make sure that the player does not get hit. Better just to bat it away. What a catch by Douglas. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Rebote forehand by Douglas to the outside. Zulaika, eyes on it. 2-wall rebote is perfectly executed by Zulaika to score. Zulaika has 4 points and the serve. There's the serve by Zulaika. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote, forehand by Zulaika. Good read by Douglas. Backhand from the 10 line. Rebote forehand. Douglas is there. Rebote forehand. Karam does not open up. Douglas cuts to the outside, goes back behind Zulaika, which is a safe play. Zulaika will score. 5 points for Zulaika. Possible set point. What a catch by Douglas off a beautiful serve by Zulaika. Zulaika forehand rebote. Douglas sets up. Rebote 2-all. Perfectly executed by Douglas to score. 3 points for Douglas. Still possible set point for Zulaika. Douglas serves. Look at this replay. Douglas just lines this one up beautifully. Sees Zulaika in the middle of the court. Throws a 2-all that's cutting out by the 3.5 line. Well done. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Zulaika on the backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Rebote left side to the inside will score. Point and set for Zulaika. Winning the second set 6-3. We'll put 2 minutes on the board. We'll come out and play our third and decisive set. So Zulaika coming back there with some strategic play. Some replays from that second set. See, beautiful forehand by Douglas here. Picked up by Zulaika. Zulaika scopes out where Douglas is. Faked the carom, dropped it back inside. Douglas was not going back in to make that catch. Here's a powerful throw to the outside by Douglas. You see Zulaika on the rebote. 2-all rebote. Again, landing on the floor there in front of the 4 line and cutting out. Well done. Zulaika again. This one goes to the inside. Douglas was not there. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Ichir Bide giving Zulaika quite a bit of feedback there. About how to finish off this third and final set. Manny and Douglas Just going back over what Douglas did in that first set, come out with a third set victory. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day, getting ready to begin our 3rd and decisive set in this singles match. Douglas will have the serve for the Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our 3rd and final set. Douglas has the serve for the Warriors. Each player has won 1 set. The first 6 points wins the match. Douglas serves. The third set has begun. With a tip ball, Douglas has the first point of the third set. He serves. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand. Ball tipped by Douglas at the side wall. We're tied up, 1 point apiece. Zulaika has the serve for the Chargers. Powerful serve by Zulaika. Caught and returned beautifully by Douglas. That rebote, 2-all rebote. Douglas takes off, makes the catch, fires it back. What a effort by Zulaika to get that ball in his cesta. That's a point for Douglas. He serves. Yeah, Zulaika coming cross court to try to get that ball into his cesta. He was able to stop the ball, just not hold on to it in his cesta. Here's a backhand, low and hard. Douglas is there. Backhand from the 8 line. Zulaika, forehand rebote to the outside. Douglas is on it. Placement inside, clips the sidewall. Zulaika has it. Catch by Douglas. 2-all. Lands in to score. 3 points for Douglas of the Warriors. He serves. Zulaika knew that this was going to be a 2-all. Just not able to get out there and stop it. Again, got the first couple steps in, but Douglas has been throwing them well all match long. Here's the backhand by Zulaika. Great catch at the sidewall by Douglas. He powers this backhand. Rebote coming out to the 6th line. Fired on the forehand of Zulaika. Douglas, backhand low and hard and out to the rebote. Zulaika sends this back to pass. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Passes. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Douglas. Scoop by Zulaika. Low and hard. Will score. 2 points for Zulaika. He serves. Beautiful scoop here by Zulaika. He gets that ball into the cesta, gets it settled, returns it to cross the sidewall and score. Well done. Beautiful serve by Zulaika, handled well by Douglas on the left side. Zulaika for the rebote. A rebote forehand, rifle low, scooped up by Zulaika, carom by Zulaika. is out. That will be a 4th point for Douglas of the Warriors. He has the serve. Zulaika knew what he wanted there. He wanted that 2-all with authority. Fired the carom, just landing wide. Here's a backhand by Zulaika. Robote to the 7 line. Robote left side. Douglas takes it in the air, winds up. Hard to the outside, but Zulaika's there. Zulaika fires it back, and it scores. 3 points for Zulaika and the Chargers. Zulaika serves. Here's a backhand by Douglas. Robote forehand by Zulaika to the outside. Douglas eyes it for the Robote, puts it inside. What another tremendous effort by Zulaika to try to get that. That's 5 points. We're at possible set, possible match point for Douglas of the Warriors. Zulaika again trying to get out there, is able to get his basket on it, but that's it. Catching the ball behind you is so difficult. Here's a backhand by Zulaika. Robote to the inside. It's like a beautiful catch. Backhand low and hard. Douglas makes the stop. Backhand from the 8 line. To the corner it goes. Out to the Robote. Saved by Zulaika. Here's Douglas. Douglas powerful backhand. Robote coming to the 7 line. Robote forehand to pass. Douglas on the catch. Fake 2-all inside placement will score. Point set and match, and a 3rd set victory for Douglas, taking it 6-3. There you have it. Douglas with that 3rd set victory, 6-3 over Zulaika. More points for the Warriors. And there you have the game day scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. 4 points for the Warriors, 1.5 points for the Chargers. That's on the game day. All the teams along the bottom there of that graphic with total points through this evening. Warriors doing an excellent job so far tonight of just staying in the match. Chargers were able to pull one off earlier with Gallo, who'll be playing backcourt in the next game, and Iturbide. You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're about to begin our 5th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. See the warm-up here. El Barba will be with Gallo and Stan with Williams. And before we move on to our next match, let's hear from the winners of that last match. Winner, Douglas.
Douglas, congratulations on winning that match. This is your first win of the season. What was different tonight that allowed you to get the victory?
Yeah, first off, hats off to Zalaika. He's an amazing player. He's one of those players where you never feel comfortable because he has such good offense. He beat me earlier in the season, and tonight I knew that he was getting a little bit tired, and the ball was heating up, so I was throwing backhands low to the corner, hoping to set myself up for something good in the front to kill it, and I think that's what I did in the third set, so I'm super happy.
Well, Douglas, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens on today's game day.
Thank you.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, a doubles match for the Warriors. We have number 24, Williams, with number 14, Stan, going up against number 77, El Barba, with number 59, Gallo. Williams will have the serve for the Warriors. Here's the backhand by Gallo to the inside. Stan with the catch. Gallo at the side wall. Here's the backhand from the 11 line. Stands there. Backhand. El Barba up at the 7 line. Backhand, little clip. Here's the catch and return by Williams. Gallo, backhand, powerfully thrown. Stan, catch the ball behind him at the 12. Scoop by Stan. Gallo from the forehand, sends it back. Stands there again. Here's the backhand. Ball tipped in the back court. El Barba and Gallo up on the board first there. In this match, El Barba will serve for the Chargers. So catch, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw until someone misses, and that was the case there. Here's a catch by Gallo. Forehand over the top to the outside. Williams gets there. El Barba from the 7 line. Fine catch and a hard throw. Stan from the backcourt. Comes over the top. Ball in and out of the cesta. That's a point for Williams and Stan of the Warriors. Williams has the serve. Little late notice there. Little late notice there on the part of El Barba. Don't know if Gallo called him off or not. Looked like Barba was going for it, though. Here's the forehand by Gallo, and it scores. 2 points for El Barba and Gallo. El Barba has the serve for the Chargers. El Barba with that low, hard serve, caught by Stan. El Barba gets in there, backhand from the 7 line. Great catch by El Barba. Here's the backhand. Stands there. Stan, forehand from the 12 line. That ball crossed the side wall at the 12 line and scores. That is a second point for Williams and Stan. We're all tied up, 2-2. Here's Gallo from the forehand. Stands there. El Barba, good catch on the 7 line. Outside placement, stopped by Williams. And the scoop attempt is missed. That is a third point for Williams and Stan. Williams will have the serve for the Warriors. Here we see that replay. Fine catch there by Elbarba. Outside placement, read and stopped by Williams. Williams goes back to the inside. Elbarba's going for a scoop. Gallo could have called him off, but Barba felt he had it. Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Elbarba communicating with Gallo, basically saying, hey, tell me what you want me to do. Elbarba picks the serve. Powerful backhand, scooped up by Stan. Gallo on the backhand. Stan gets in there, backhand at the side wall. Gallo deep in the backcourt, forehand. Back to the side wall. Beautiful catch by Stan. Stan again, backhand from the 8. Powerful, powerful backhand by Gallo. Stan on the forehand from the 9 line. Elbarba, difficult catch at the 8. Nice backhand to the inside, and Stan is there. Robote forehand saved by Elbarba. Here's Williams. Williams from the forehand. That hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3 points for Elbarba and Gallo. Elbarba has the serve.
Pivotal match here, Stu. We need Chargers to win this if they have any hopes for a game day tie at this point.
It's a 1.5 for doubles and a point for singles, correct?
That is correct. So they would need to win this, and then Benny would have to be victorious against Manny in the final match, and the Chargers can pull out a tie. It's their best shot tonight, so this is a pivotal match right here.
You see, you're fitting in perfectly for Andrew, because the truth of the matter is people may think that with all the announcing that I would know these things, but really I don't. I sincerely don't. Yeah, no, I just look at the highlight. Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Elbarba really likes this sidearm powerful serve. It served him well so far, but he doesn't usually risk it on his second serve. Ball tipped. 4 points for Elbarba and Gallo. Elbarba serves.
Unforced error by Stan there. Chargers really need to try and capitalize on that. See if they can take this first set, put some pressure on the Warriors, keep their game day hopes alive.
And when Elbarba does break out that serve, he's very effective with it. Very effective with it. Ace. 5 points for Elbarba and Gallo.
It's a weapon, and it's a weapon that very few Division VI players have at their disposal.
I was about to say he plays well beyond his division with it, with its accuracy and power. Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. That's the risk. You're risking an underserve, but for first serve, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, he catches and throws like a D6 player, but he serves like a D3 or a D4, so it's a weapon.
Second serve is good. Here's Stan on the backhand. Gallo advances. Forehand from the 10 line. Robote saved by Gallo, enough to get it up to the front wall. Nice play. Here's Williams at that side wall. Catch by Gallo. Gallo from the 10 line. Stands there. Backhand. Gallo from the 13 line to the inside. Here's Stan. Big backhand. Robote save. Out of play. 4th point for Williams and Stan. Williams will have the serve for the Warriors. You see, this is usually when I come out of my chair, but the executive producer says to say things into the microphone. Stop pointing at the overhead screen if you don't hear a whistle, it didn't hit, and play the ball. There.
Play out the point.
Absolutely.
That's the message.
100%. Excellent catch by Stan. That one goes off the tip of El Barba Cesta. We're at 5-5. This is set point. That's not a lead you want to give away if you're the Chargers.
Not a lead you want to give away. We're knotted at 5-5. This Charger team potentially could get a little tired if it goes 3 sets, so they need this first set badly.
Fault underserve.
And Williams tries to throw a serve similar to what El Barba throws, probably not with the same level of success.
And yeah, that was a little dangerous. I think that was a little closer to Barba than. Gallo makes the catch. Forehand to the inside. Scoop by Stan. There's Gallo from the 11 line. Over the top, midcourt. Williams got it. That ball's in play. Rebote left side is missed. Point and set for Williams and Stan, taking the first set 6-5.
Very, very impressive comeback right there by Williams and Stan. Fought their way out of a hole, evened up the match, got that last point. And this is an interesting match. You know, you've got some new players, you've got some veterans. You don't have the top players that you'll see in the D1 and the D2. So you just can't make mistakes. I mean, this is the adage of catch it one more time than your opponent, and that's what they're both trying to do. Chargers really, really needed to win this first set. You saw Williams recover there. He lost his footing, recovered through the shot here. The rebote comes out, and Gallo can't convert the rebote. And Gallo's a 15-year Jai-Alai veteran. He's played in several programs all over the state of Florida. He last played at Dania, a few years off from the professional ranks, and then he joined us here at Magic City this season. He sports the Jai-Alai mustache that he's very proud of, but despite the mustache, couldn't convert that last rebote. Now the Chargers face a tall task here of needing to win these last 2 sets. That would get him to 3 points on the game day and then give Benny a chance in his singles match against Manny to get a tie for the Chargers. But it's a mountain to climb right now. They're down 1 set. And you look at these 2 teams, and Williams and Stan are probably a more athletic pair. So Barba and Gallo certainly have their work cut out. Not going to be happy to have lost set 1, and certainly not to have lost it off a failed rebote by Gallo. But they'll have to battle their way back into this set. Stu, I was just saying that it's a tough first set for the Chargers to lose. And look, I mean, you can look at the players, and I said aside from Gallo's mustache, which unfortunately wasn't able to convert the rebote, you've got Stan and Williams, who are really athletes.
Yes.
I mean, they're more athletes than highlight players. And Gallo certainly is a highlight player. 15 years of professional highlight experience.
15 years overall of professional highlight experience at different frontons, too.
So, you know, he and Barba are going to have to find a way to dig down deep and take this to a 3rd set. But they have to remember they're playing against really a couple of younger athletes here. And they've got probably some more stamina. So they need to win points. They need to win points quick, somehow get this to a 3rd set.
Absolutely finish it off. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our 2nd set. El Barba serves for the Chargers. Here's a backhand by Stan. Ball tipped. First point for Williams and Stan.
Chargers need to play error-free. They can't make these mistakes. They need to catch the ball. It's exactly, you know, what we've been talking about for years here. Catch it one more time than your opponent.
Absolutely. Excellent catch by El Barba off a blasted low serve by Williams. Here's Gallo. Forehand to the inside. Stands there. Backhand. Backhand by Gallo. That clears the overhead screen, comes out to the rebote. El Barba's in perfect position to make that catch. The cortada return scores. Beautifully played by both Williams and Barba. Barba's cortada scores.
Terrific shot by Barba, clearing the pad by an inch or two, I would say. Not much more.
That was perfectly, both front quarters there. Both Williams and Barba doing beautifully there. Look at this scoop. He can throw anything. What does he do? Cortada, low and hard. What does a cortada do? It goes just above that pad to the sidewall and dies. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Barba really would like to reel off a couple of first serves here, but now he's got to face a second serve.
Here's the backhand by Stan. Gallo from the 10 line over the top. Beautiful catch by Stan at the side wall. Rebote left side. Stan takes it in the air. Gallo from the backhand. At the 9 line, wall to wall, thrown powerfully. Williams for the rebote is just missed. 2 points for El Barba and Gallo. El Barba will have the serve for the Chargers.
Now we're going to see what I call the El Barba stall. If you're watching them. Tie the shoe, tie the cesta.
Anything with a tie.
Get a little breather.
Anything with a tie.
If he had a tie, he would tie the tie probably too, still.
Don't change the uniforms next year.
All right, we'll see what Barba has for a serve here, and we'll see if the Chargers can come back and win this second set. They're up 2-1.
Powerful serve by Barba. Here's Stan. Rebote forehand is out. We're tied up 2-2. Williams and Stan will serve.
Again, they need to play error-free. You can't make mistakes. Mistakes are costing both these teams. So we'll see which team can make the fewest mistakes, because that's who's going to win this set for sure.
Absolutely. Will it be a straight set victory for the Chargers? Williams, on the other hand, I don't know if you saw that, but I think he likes his song that's playing inside the building. Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Yeah, Williams also going for that low, hard serve, but it just comes closer to his opponent standing up there in the service box than you'd like to see. Gallo on the right side. Hard throw to the inside and scoring.
Oh, Gallo got to step up, step into that one. Beat Stan on the backhand, not to set up, and give Barba another chance to serve.
That crossed the wall just perfectly and scored. Here's a backhand by Stan. Gallo's there. El Barba on the catch. Backhand from the 7 line. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming all the way out. El Barba from the 7 again. Another powerful backhand. Here's Gallo from the 8 line. Stan from the 11 on the forehand. Scoop attempt is missed in the backcourt. Third point for Williams and Stan of the Warriors.
That
Williams
ball
serves.
arrived a little quicker than I think Gallo was anticipating it. A little bit slow getting his cesta up and into position.
You always want to try to catch the ball in the air if you can. Take a step forward, take a step back, whatever you have to do. The scoop is kind of a last resort. They're fun to watch, but in and out of the cesta the ball goes. 4 points for Williams and Stan. Williams will serve.
A little bit of a gift there from Gallo. So Warriors now sitting at 4-3.
Gallo from the forehand to the inside. Scoop attempt missed. 4-4 is the score. El Barba will serve for the Chargers.
All right, a little bit of back and forth. Both teams making mistakes. Barba once again has a chance here to capitalize. Needs the ace and try and move them into the next set.
Ball under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. He certainly went for it there.
He absolutely went for it. Came up a little short. Now just needs to make sure he gets the second serve in.
I'll tell you, the Warriors general manager, who I've known for the better part of 30 years, is intimidating on the sideline. Here's a backhand by Gallo. Gallo down low, backhand from the 10 line, powerfully thrown. Stan is there. Rebote forehand, too hard, too high. That touches out of play. 5 points for Williams and Stan of the Warriors. This is possible set, possible match point.
Backs to the wall here for the Chargers. Let's see if they can dig down deep and somehow make it into a third set, or they're going to get closed out.
Excellent catch by Gallo. Powerful forehand. Clears and passes. Rebote forehand falls short. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 5-5. So this is set point for El Barba and Gallo. That would force a third set. Still possible match point for Williams and Stan. These are always the most tense points. They just are. A lot of pressure on this first serve. See if Barba goes for it. Rebote forehand by El Barba. Here's the catch by Stan. El Barba, sidearm Rebote from the 4 line. Saved by Stan. Gallo just makes a save in the backcourt. Williams is there. Backhand by Gallo. Stan again, backhand from the 9 line. Forehand Rebote by El Barba. Stan on the catch. El Barba takes it in the air. Backhand. Stan from the 9 line again. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by El Barba. Catch by Stan. Powerful throw by Gallo. Will score. Point and set for El Barba and Gallo, forcing a third set in just 2 minutes.
Biggest point of the night for the Chargers right there. They caught it one more time. They did what they had to do, Stu. Somehow they pulled that set out. We'll see how much they have left in the tank for the third set.
It's a good point, Scott. Here we are in the DraftKings ESPN3 players cage. See Gallo there on the front bench. Going to cut to some replays. See Gallo making the catch here on the forehand. Fires it hard back to the inside. And again, you always want to be trying to, that's what court positioning is. You move forward to try to, on a perfect circumstance, of course, but you move forward to try to get the ball above your waist. That's where you want to be making those catches, above your waist.
It's so important if you're watching the sport and you're not really a fan, or you don't know the sport all that well and you're learning it. It's so important to catch the ball in the air,
Absolutely.
if at all possible.
One of my favorite stories about that is one of our good friends, Benny Bueno, when he first became a ball boy at the former Miami Highlight. One of the best players just tapped him on, didn't say anything to him for a while, tapped him on his back and said, "You play this sport?" "Yes." "Did you let the ball touch the ground?" So, "I try not to." "Good. When the ball touches the ground, bad things happen."
Well, absolutely. If you're a baseball fan, I mean, you'll know an infielder, if he can catch the ball on the fly, he always wants to catch it on the fly. You never want it to bounce in front of you, because bad things can happen. Bad hops, it skips. Same thing coming off this concrete floor surface.
Absolutely. That and the side wall. Always want to make those catches in the air whenever possible. Got about 20 seconds left here in the break between the second and third and final set. Hey, El Barba dropped his heating pad, so he's ready to go.
All right, we'll see what this third set, I should say, brings.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our third and final set for this match. Williams will have the serve for the Warriors. First team to reach 6 points will win this match. There's the serve. We begin. Gallo on the forehand. High and hard to the backcourt, and the ball is tipped. Chargers first up on the board here in this third set. El Barba has the serve.
A little bit of a war of attrition here, Stu, so see what happens.
We've seen them. We have absolutely seen them, where you see players just kind of like lumbering back to the service box. Stand on the catch. Here's the backhand. El Barba at the 8 line. Gallo on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Stan is there. Big right side by Gallo. Tough catch by Stan. Gallo gets in there to make the rebote save. Stan on the catch. Beautiful scoop by Gallo. Play to the inside, and it scores. 2 points for El Barba and Gallo. El Barba has the serve for the Chargers.
Great scoop by Gallo. Paid off. Caught it one more time than the opponent did, and that puts them up 2-0.
And Gallo's definitely been having difficulty over the past couple weeks stopping the ball with this switch from a backcourt cesta to a frontcourt cesta. Entirely different type of piece of equipment. But he's been doing much better tonight. Hard serve by Barba is caught. That ball touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3 points for El Barba and Gallo. El Barba has the serve.
Quick start by the Chargers. This is what they needed. They need a fast set. So don't give any life to the Warriors. Don't let the athletes get back in the game. Try and close them out fast.
That's an ace. 4 points for El Barba and Gallo. El Barba has a serve. Looks like El Barba is listening. Exactly what he's doing. He's getting the serve hard and inside. Ball tipped again. That is 5 points. This is possible set, possible match point.
And this is a little different, El Barba. It's not get the ball and wait and stall. He's getting the ball and he's serving the ball. He's feeling it right now.
Yeah,
5-0. They need one more point to close out the match. Chargers stay in the hunt to tie the game day.
Stan on the backhand. Here's Gallo from the 10 line. Over the top, right up the middle. Well, to the outside. Here's Stan. Gallo has the rebote, but he's got it low. No shutout here in the third set. Williams and Stan on the board with a point. El Barba and Gallo with 5. Still possible match point. Williams will serve. We've said it before. We've seen comebacks.
We've seen comebacks, but you kind of sense that the Chargers will close this match out. Now, when it's 5-4, I'll take that statement back, but right now...
Here's Gallo on the forehand, powerfully to the front wall. Stands there, backhand. Gallo, fine catch at the side wall, big backhand. That will score for the win. Point set and a hard-fought match for El Barba and Gallo, taking it in the third set, 6-1.
Big win by the Chargers there, Stu. I mean, they needed that. Now our game day score goes 4-3. You got Benny coming out in this next match to play Manny, the final match of the night, singles. Chargers potentially can pull a tie out, which would be huge for them.
As soon as that high-lie ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action. with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
And here is the Game Day scoreboard brought to you by DraftKings for Battle Court this evening. See the Warriors there with 4 points. The Chargers now with 3. Chargers keeping themselves in the Game Day running. It's going to come down to this last match to see if they could potentially tie it up. But before we move on to our next singles match, let's hear from Barba and Gallo.
All right, Barba Gallo, congratulations on winning that match. What an incredible victory. What did you guys talk about during that first set break that allowed you guys to come out here and win 2 consecutive sets?
We just try to limit the mistakes, and when we get behind, just let those, if we made a mistake, just let it go out of our head, on to the next point. Can't turn back.
And then, Barba, I have to ask you, you had so many ace serves. What do you do to prepare those?
I really just try to get a good get good form when I throw it, so that I can, use my like muscle memory to get it low or exactly where I want it to be. I change up my serve too. Sometimes I come a little more sidearm. Sometimes I come a little bit more over the top, and that gives a lot of give. So he might be close and it's coming back, or he might be back and it's coming close. So I try to mix it up a little bit.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what happens on today's game day.
Thank you.
You love to hear that explanation.
Or it's just the mustaches. I mean, I'm not sure.
Well, with Barba, I mean, he's got that beard going that he's had since 2018.
I mean, really, Gallo and Barba are pretty much the perfect pair there. I mean, physically they resemble each other. They've got the mustaches. They're honestly they're the kind of guys you'd want to go out and have a couple of beers with.
They're the everyman of Jai-Alai.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're spending a lot of time in the gym, but they're winning Jai-Alai matches, so.
And a voice, number 17, the former Adam of Miami Jai-Alai, chimed in on that one.
You got to have some fun. We're having a fun night out here in Miami, Magic City Jai-Alai, Battle Court Jai-Alai. Got a nice crowd making some noise. A lot of Charger fans out here. And we got this last match right now, Stu.
We're ready to begin our final match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. A singles match representing the Warriors, number 60, Manny, going up against number 55. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hold the serve to reset the scoreboard. Mike knows United score. Okay. We're ready. There's the serve. We begin. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Second serve is good. Here's a backhand by Benny. Powerful forehand by Benny. Clears the overhead screen. Robote on a high bounce. Benny, great catch at the 7 line. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand. Benny goes for the Costado inside. Oh my, right over Manny's head it goes. First point of this set goes to Benny of the Chargers. He serves. I don't think Benny put anything particularly extra on that ball, but it did go over his head. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Benny to the inside. Manny's there. inside placement by Manny scores. We are tied up 1-1. Manny serves for the Warriors. Again, we have the veteran of the roster, Manny, whose original contract I signed in 2001, going up against Benny, who was born around that time. Here's a catch by Benny. The 2-all by Benny, read by Manny. Manny faked it outside Benny with a good read, gets back inside, big backhand follows. Rebote forehand carom by Manny will score. My, oh my, what a shot. Manny has 2 points and the serve for the Warriors. Here's Benny on the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Manny. Ball missed off the rebote. That's 3 points for Manny of the Warriors. He has the serve. A rare miss by Benny. Benny known for his catching and his ability to make the rebote. Don't know if he was thinking about what he was throwing or just didn't line it up. Beautiful catch by Benny, pulling it off the side wall. Rebote forehand, too hard, too high, out of play. Benny gets a second point and the serve for the Chargers. So typically when players get the ball caught up in the overhead screen at that height, they're trying to pass their opponent, throw it high to the front wall, pass it all the way to the back wall. You just got to keep in mind that if you throw it too hard, it's going to kick into the overhead screen. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. That ball stays on the side wall and scores. That's an ace. 3 points for Benny. Here's the rebote from the forehand to Benny. Left side, oh, to the outside. Benny's there. Good catch from the 7 line. Manny scoops it on the left side. Benny at the side wall. Backhand from the 9 line. Passing. Rebote forehand. Up, up, and away. That's out of play. 4 points for Benny. He serves. Here's the placement inside. Backhand. Rebote forehand by Benny. Rebote coming out. Manny outside placement of the forehand. Rebote will score. 4-4 is the score. Manny has the serve. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's a backhand. Robote 2-all, a quick 2-all, read and stopped by Benny. Benny powerfully from the forehand, stopped by Manny. Manny from the left side, low Robote save by Benny rather. Manny on the carom, that opens and scores. Five points and a possible set point for Manny of the Warriors. So Benny was looking for a pad call there, suggesting that 2-all touched the pad before landing in. No call was made. None was seen by the judge. Here's a backhand by Benny. Robote forehand by Manny. Right to the corner, out to the Robote. Manny makes a save. Here's Benny. Low hard backhand stopped by Manny. Robote forehand. Manny makes the catch from the 6th line. Fakes the 2-all. Benny reads it. Returns it on the left side. Robote forehand by Manny. Benny's got it. Winds up. Hard to the inside. Manny's there. This ball is put on Manny's forehand. Manny's carom will score. Oh. Point and set for Manny. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come out and play our next set. So Manny taking the first set with some decidedly good caroms. Benny with an uncharacteristic show of frustration at the end of that set, hitting the ball after the point, which usually results in a fine, but probably not tonight. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in our sixth and final match of the evening. Manny going up against Benny. Manny representing the Warriors. Benny for the Chargers. Here's some replays from that first set. Backhand by Benny. See Manny setting up for that Robote. 2-all. Stopped by Manny. Manny returns 2-all. Actually goes for the inside placement. Great positioning by Benny. Forehand carom Robote. Scoring perfectly. Manny doesn't throw many of those. That was really well done. Outside placement of the forehand Robote. Another shot off the Robote. Very well done. That's the carom that Benny was suggesting hit the pad. Front court judge said that it was clear. Here we are back in the DraftKings players cage. About 10 seconds to go before we begin our next set. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set. Benny will have the serve for the Chargers. Here's the serve. We begin. Backhand by Manny to the inside. Robote by Benny. Manny runs in to take it on the forehand. Catch by Benny. Here's a backhand. Robote forehand. Too low. First point of the second set goes to Benny of the Chargers. He serves. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Here's a backhand by Manny. Rebote forehand sent powerfully by Benny to the back wall. Manny, forehand rebote to pass. Benny cuts it off. To the inside it goes. Scoop by Manny. Carom by Manny lands in and scores. Wow, that's well thrown. We're all tied up 1 point apiece. Manny has the serve for the Warriors. Throwing that ball from the side wall when you're standing next to the side wall is just so difficult to do and get real good cut on it. And that's exactly what Manny did there. Here's a backhand by Benny. Rebote. Forehand by Manny makes a save. Benny attacks, has it to 6 line. Low and hard. Manny's there. Backhand by Manny. Rebote forehand to the outside. Benny will look for the rebote. 2-all rebote will score for Benny. Well thrown. 2 points for Benny of the Chargers. He serves. See Benny on the replay here. Rebote gets past him. Now Manny's standing there. There's sufficient distance between the two of them, but that 2-all scores. Here's a backhand by Manny to the inside. Rebote forehand by Benny. Difficult catch by Manny. Low and hard. Benny's got it. Hilo scores. That's 3 points for Benny of the Chargers. He serves. Again, the Philo kill shot. No sidewall involved. Straight to the outside. Basically translating to the razor's edge. Or the edge of the knife. There's the backhand by Manny. Ball tipped. Manny gets the point. Here's the rebote for Benny. Catch by Manny. Manny fakes the 2-all. Scoop attempt tipped. We're tied up at 3 points apiece. Manny has the serve. Benny advances to make the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand saved by Manny. Benny attacking, winding up. Hard to the outside is ruled in and scoring. 4 points for Benny. He has the serve. Here's Manny on the backhand from the 11 line. Rebote to the inside. Catch by Manny. Backhand. Rebote saved by Benny. That hits the rail just above the front wall. 4-4 is the score. Manny has the serve for the Warriors. Never count Manny out. Once again, catch by catch and throw by throw. Both players hanging in with one another. Here's a backhand by Benny. Hard throw to the inside. Manny. Rebote left side for the big bounce. Benny will hang around the 8 line, makes the catch. Low and hard. Manny's there. Backhand from the 11. Low and hard again. Manny's there. Backhand. Manny on the catch, winding up. 2-all, landing in. Benny reads it, stops it. Blasts it back to score. 5 points for Benny and a possible set point. See this on the replay. There is just no play on that for Robote. Manny reads the sidearm serve, comes in, makes the catch. Backhand by Benny, low and hard, caught in the air by Manny. Manny goes deep, Robote coming out, way out. Benny on the run at the sidewall, makes the play. Manny scoops it up. Karam, oh my, that goes into the pad, and the pad is most definitely bad. Point and set for Benny. We have split sets. Warriors took the first set. Benny and the Chargers take the second set. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our third and final set. So Manny, at the end of that set, trying to eke out a 2-all. See a good catch here by Manny back at the 10 line. Throwing wall-to-wall on the backhand. Manny trying to get a carom in there, but just off his footing and it hit the pad. So we have split sets. Our next set will decide a few things. Whether or not we can tie up the game day for the Chargers. Also, who's going to win this particular match. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. About to begin our last match of the evening. Benny representing the Chargers going up against Manny playing for the Warriors. That first set was all Manny. Second set, Benny came back beautifully. Court positioning has been excellent. Here we are in the DraftKings player's cage. You see Benny putting on his helmet, about to tie on his cesta. Begin this third and final set. Benny makes his way out on the court first. See that tie. The centa. There you see him tying his cesta on. Hand sits on top of that wicker basket. Only thing holding the hand in there is that long tie. There you see Manny's centa as well, already tied up, and they're ready to go. We're ready to begin our third and final set. Manny has the serve. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Benny, powerfully thrown, caught by Manny. Manny on the backhand to the inside along the wall. Robote forehand by Benny. Benny has Robote at the 10 line. Manny will take it on the bounce, fakes the carom, puts it inside. Benny's inside to make the catch. Here's the backhand. Robote coming out. Manny plays Robote with a soft touch inside. That's on the wall and scoring. Well done by Manny. Manny of the Warriors first up on the board here in this third and final set. Again, a lot in Jai-Alai does have to do with throwing the ball hard. A lot does not. The soft touch right on the side wall sets up a near impossible catch for your opponent. Powerful backhand by Benny. Manny makes a save on the rebote. Benny midcourt, winds up. 2-all with a soft touch, scores. Tied up 1 point apiece. First player to 6 points will win this set and this match. Low hard serve by Benny, caught beautifully by Manny. Benny winds up, puts it inside. Scoop attempt miss, rebote. Nice save by Manny. Here's Benny on the forehand from the 5 line. Outside placement, stopped by Manny. Manny will pass from the forehand. Benny looking for the rebote. Rebote clips the sidewall. Manny takes it on the bounce. Karam landing in. Benny's there, he has it. Low and hard, Manny's got it. Backhand to the inside. Rebote left side. That hit the overhead screen. 2 points for Manny of the Warriors. Manny has the serve. Tremendous effort by both players. I mean, the positioning, not only of how they place the ball, but how they move to the ball. Their court positioning was impeccable, both by Manny and Benny. Each read the other perfectly. Here's a backhand by Benny. Rebote. Forehand by Manny. Sidearm. Caught by Benny. Backhand from the 10 line. Benny advances. Takes it on the bounce. He's at the 3 line. Rebote 2-all will score. A rather bold shot, but Manny's got the control to keep it away from Benny. You see him. So you see Benny throw kind of a little bit of a difficult shot here. Manny throws the 2-all, and you'll see Manny raise his hand right here. Hey, I knew where you were. Sidearm serve by Manny. Here's Benny on the backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Benny makes the catch. Scoop, missed. Benny gets the point and the serve. Manny winds up, powerful 2-all, just lands in to score. Four points for Manny. He has the serve. Here's Benny on the backhand. Hard throw to the inside, low to the back wall. Manny on the rebote, it's a 2-all. Caught by Benny. Benny scores on the return. 3 points for Benny, 4 for Manny. Benny has the serve for the Chargers. Here's a backhand by Manny. Rebote forehand by Benny. Passes. Rebote forehand by Manny. Outside placement of the forehand. Rebote will score. That gives Manny 5 points. This is possible set, possible match point for Manny of the Warriors. Yeah. Manny earlier had done well throwing shots off the rebote that Benny just didn't expect. There was a 2-all. There was an outside placement. There was an outside placement again. Outside serve. Fault. First serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Benny on the backhand, low and hard. Great eyes by Manny, a 2-all, read by Benny. Benny stops it. The carom by Benny will score. Beautifully thrown. Benny has 4 points and the serve for the Chargers. See Manny trying to squeeze one off here. Read and stopped by Benny. Benny's carom returns beautifully to score. Very well done. Here's a backhand by Manny. Ball tipped, point, set, and match for Manny of the Warriors, winning it 6-4 in the third and final set. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the Battle Court Jai-Alai post-game show.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
And welcome to the Battle Court Jai-Alai post-game show. I'm Stu Nyman, and you finally get to see the person who talked me into doing this in the first place. None other than our executive producer, Lindsay Savin. Hi, Lindsay.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Excited to be here. Can't you tell?
I absolutely can. Believe me, there was no chance I was going to do this unless she asked. She asked. I've been doing it ever since. We're missing Andrew tonight. We will start off with our player of the day, and it was a tough choice, but we chose Douglas. In fact, he's right over in the player's cage right now. Douglas.
Yes.
So, this is the part where I ask you lots of questions about how it was that you played so well tonight. First of all, are you happy with how your team did?
Yeah, happy. I think as we continue to progress throughout the season, we find things that we need to work on. Each player finds things that need to improve. So, we're definitely going to talk after this game day like we do every game day, see what we need to work on, and, the practice maybe before our next game day to work on those few things. And, yeah, that's pretty much our game plan.
How about the communication between you and Manning?
Yeah, me and Manny, it's interesting. It's funny because I look at him as kind of a father figure. He's been playing for a long time. He's super experienced. He has a lot of knowledge about the game, so I try to take in as much as I can. And it's funny because when you're not on the court, you see things. So obviously he's the veteran, but in that last singles game, I was talking to him in between sets, and he came out with the victory, and I was giving him some tips on what I saw in his game, so it was good.
I was noticing when you were playing against Benny, who, for those who don't know, your brother, he happened to be, catching a lot of these things. Kind of seems like he had an idea of where you were going to be putting those balls. I'm wondering if that's something that you enjoy doing, playing against your brother, or if you get a little nervous going out there thinking you might want to try and psych him out.
Yeah, no, I think in the beginning, it's been, 3.5 years now of us playing against each other. In the beginning, I think it was a little different. We're so used to playing against each other now. I think we know each other's games better than anybody. One of the things was the 3-wall today. I tried to get it over his head on purpose because I know that he knows that I throw it a lot and that I tend to not throw it enough because I don't want to throw it out. So he's always waiting for it back here. And one of the keys today when I was throwing that a few times is I made sure to pass him. So yeah, we definitely know each other's game super well.
Yeah, I guess that's an added challenge for you when you're playing your brother, especially someone that you practice with a whole lot. It adds a little bit more to the game when you have to be strategic on top of already having to be strategic in this game.
Yes, no, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Overall, Matt, you did a great job. Definitely player of the day, and congratulations to the Warriors.
Thank you guys so much.
Well played today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we will now take it to the next section of the evening, designed by, which means that we're going to talk about the highlights. They're not highlights. What is it that they're called?
Highlights.
What are they called?
Jai lights.
Replays. That's it. Jai.
Meanwhile,
How about we have some replays and take the camera off? Back to the highlight we go. Here we are in early match. Look at this stop by Zuleika. And just tremendous effort.
Oh my God.
Everybody looking up to see.
I didn't even notice that happened.
Did you? I thought so. I snorted, which I don't think I've ever done into a microphone.
Look at that.
2.
Wait, are we going to see that again? Did you see that? He lost his footing. Okay.
So I thought literally someone walked up behind me in the announcer's booth.
Look at that.
Tremendous effort.
That hits the front wall. Did that hit the overhead screen? Is that what happened?
It hit the rail just above the front wall, if I'm not mistaken.
And I mean,
tremendous. The effort is just absolutely tremendous.
Unbelievable.
No, Nicholas's ability to get to the ball and try to make a play is just one of the ones that's unsurpassed on this.
Well, that was a great way to start.
Roster.
I was shocked, and I was here the whole night.
And you were still shocked. You were shocked. We love giving you the ability to be shocked twice. Then we moved on to El Barba and Arta going up against Williams and Julin.
Just tip that right there.
Yeah, Arta catching difficulties at different times throughout his career. Started off with some misses, but then started catching actually pretty well.
Yeah, that was a great return by Julin. I think it just was a little further to the inside than Arta was expecting.
Julin does have the capacity to throw the ball with a high degree of accuracy. And in this case, he's throwing it purposely sees where Arta is and throws it low, setting up a difficult catch for Arta, and it worked out well.
Absolutely. I guess we're going to see that one. Yeah, it does. It seems like it. Arta thought it was going to come back a little bit further, and Julian did a good job of making that work for him.
If you're out there playing, you're thinking, do I take 2 steps forward and take it in the air, or go for the scoop? In that case, maybe should have gone for the scoop.
Right.
We get back to some Division I play, and the intensity of this game was absolutely phenomenal. We have Zuleika and Douglas in the front court.
So we just had a little glitch happen there. So I'm gonna let our
I did just see Zuleika.
Tech director replay that for us so that we can all get back on the same page.
I mean, I did see that, right? Okay, thank you. Because we just upped the medication this week, we need to make sure that it's not having side effects.
Just verifying that no one here is crazy.
Okay, there we go.
Audience included. I think this is what we're supposed to be seeing, that outside placement.
Beautifully done. Really beautifully done. Yeah, this was Iturbide in the front court. You can always see by that windup that he's got. He grabs on this costado, a very specific throw. Sometimes throwing it hard to the inside, sometimes throwing 2-alls, but always throwing with a high degree of accuracy.
Yeah.
Stan doing a good job of hanging in there, but...
He did. I mean, Iturbide is a force to be reckoned with, and we saw that in this match, and we saw it in his next match. He's a beast in the front. And
absolutely.
If it were me, I would be doing everything in my power to just keep it away from him as much as possible.
And that's one of the it's both keep away and keep two. Keep it away from the dominant player. Try to keep it with the weaker of the two players when you see a weaker player. Again, Stan by no means a weak player, but this is his first season, and he is still in the process of getting used to the roster, to the court.
And I just looked at my cheat sheet, and Iturbide only played once tonight. So I guess his play was so impressive. I thought he played twice.
That you saw him twice.
I wanted more.
That's how good. Well, that's what Battle Court's all about, is leaving the customers wanting more.
That's right. That is right.
This gets us to singles, top level singles, of course. Don't get much better than this. This is Douglas going up against Zuleika, and Douglas has the advantage in terms of experience on this court. Of course, Zuleika, a veteran of the traditional court, but he's adjusted very well. This game was marked by tremendous play by both players, but Douglas got that 2-all working and caught Zuleika several times out of position. Beautiful catch by Zuleika. Fires it inside, just out of reach of Douglas. This one passes Douglas. You see Douglas has the rebote. Scoop by Zuleika. Blast it to the inside. It would have been an impressive scoop, but just was not there.
And this was also an incredible match to watch.
Absolutely. A couple top-level matches were a lot of fun tonight. The guys were really on.
I mean, they love to do that. They love to go for that scoop. Sorry, that's my fault. I just did that to our tech director. Again, I had a thought.
You have that much control from the seat? I mean, I can't even...
He moved on to the next. He thought I was done speaking, and
it moved
surprise.
on to it moved on to Benny versus Manny. So they're sometimes, well, look, if we were to amateur, we call it headhunting. There are a couple close throws in this match, but Manny's got that high degree of accuracy. In fact, he threw one so low above the pad that you thought that
I did,
that it touched, but not necessarily that it touched. You just were surprised that you couldn't see any daylight between the ball and the pad. 2-all here by Manny. Benny stops it, blasts it back. Look at Manny try to make something happen here, but it bounces twice before he can make a rebote.
Yeah, I mean, they were just back and forth with each other.
And the thing with this match is I always say it, you've heard it a dozen times. Mm-hmm. I signed Manny's first professional highlight contract in 2001.
Yep.
And I think Benny was born in 2003.
I mean, Benny's half his age or something.
Benny was born 2 years after he began playing professional highlights. So to see these two guys on the court together just brings a smile to my face every time.
It's amazing. And look, you've got Benny, who's like this young kid, right? And he is somewhat of a prodigy.
Absolutely.
And then you have Manny, who is just such a consistent backcourter and has been playing this game and has all the knowledge in the world. And, you know, you've got opposite sides of the coin on the court. And the first 2 sets, they're going 6-4, 6-4.
Absolutely.
So it's a testament to just how good the play is on this court and how competitive they are.
Absolutely. No,
it's really fun to watch.
Absolutely. Benny would like to beat Manny, and Manny does not want to be beaten by Benny under
by
any
some kid.
By any circumstance. As he was walking out, I believe he pointed himself, as he was walking out of the cage, said, I should have been player of the day after that match.
Look at that smile.
See a rebote here from the forehand of Benny. And Manny, that outside placement of the forehand rebote, that's one of the...
I think that might have been the one that I, jumped out of my seat.
It just it trips you up because you're not expecting it. You're there, you're expecting it to go to the inside. Benny has the speed to get out there, but an outside placement isn't just throwing it to the outside of the court. There's a curve on it. It's going to keep curving out.
Right. Look, there a lot of times, I think if you're new to this sport and you see the player he just stops in his tracks, and these sets are long, these matches are long. If you know you're not going to get there,
yes.
And especially for someone like Benny, who I think admittedly would say he doesn't have he's in great shape. I mean, he's young, but I don't know what the word would be for like being able to keep up with the pace, as well as some of these other guys.
The stamina?
The stamina, that is the word.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
okay.
Dictionary.com.
No, it's Stu, but I'll take it under consideration.
Thank you for the assist there. Benny isn't known for having all the stamina in the world. So he's smart about it. He's smart about making sure that he can not use up all his energy because he's going to want to try and kill some points later. He's looking at the score and seeing, the best strategy for him as a player.
Definitely, Benny, one of the players that goes into hibernation when he's not playing or practicing Jai-Alai. There's definitely a hibernation period from what I understand. This outside placement just got him.
Yeah. It was a great match, well-thought match. And we're back.
We are back. And I, for one, am going to say, for those of you who watch regularly, we should do this more often. Please write, what's the email address?
let me make one up really quickly. I think it's info at...
There you go. Info at the Highlight Channel or something like that.
I don't know, go to our Instagram page, Jai-Alai League.
There you go. And just say, you want more Lindsay. That's what you want. You want more Lindsay.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think Andrew is way, way better at this, and we're about to see why when I am trying to do math on live TV.
Please. I'm curious. What involves math?
I have a cheat sheet. I keep looking down because I have my cheat sheet on my lap. That's not well hidden, apparently.
Does this have to do with points?
No, I want to try and have a little bit of a value add here.
You just sitting here is value add, and I mean that sincerely, but please add additional value.
Why don't we look at the game days, the overall score, the season score?
Season score, I believe.
There we go.
See, I really should pay more attention to Andrew when he's here. I'm literally just like dozing.
I'm his producer. What does that say about me?
Well, no.
So, all right, look, the Chargers are, they did okay today, right?
Absolutely.
So they held their own. They stayed in second place. They did what they needed to do. And the Warriors did very well. I think they were 3.5 points behind the Chargers before. Look, they're just a half point behind them now.
Yeah.
So that's progress in my eyes.
Absolutely.
Every point counts. I know you look at 37, right, for the Renegades, and then the Warriors in third at 25, and that looks like a huge gap, but you never know. Every half point counts.
Absolutely.
So it's a very tight race for those at this point, even the top 5 out of 6.
Especially those trying to make it into. You need to make it into the top 4, which is the playoffs.
Yeah.
And it could be a singles win away.
Yep. Every game day is points that are being taken from other teams that potentially could help a different team that's trying to climb up that ladder. So there's a lot of that happening. And you just never know. So today they didn't tie, right? I think the Warriors won the game day.
They eked out the win there.
Mm-hmm. That's great for them. But at the end of the day, we talk about this all the time. You win the game day, but if you've only won it by 1 point or a half point, the other team is right there with you.
Absolutely.
So something just happened. Sorry.
Executive producer
I
Lindsay
didn't want to be on camera.
was distracted. But neither did I 3 years ago.
But you're so good at it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Anyway, yeah. So those were my notes. Other than I wish we had some replays of the Gallo match, match 5, because that match. I mean, they went the distance in those first 2 sets.
They absolutely did.
That was a really interesting match to watch.
And it was really fun watching Gallo and Barba really kind of establish good communication and play well together. And the interview afterwards was as entertaining as could be. Love hearing Barba explain how he moves the serve around. Always good to hear.
Barba never disappoints. So I think that's all that I can provide here. I will. Do you want me to let people know what's happening on Monday?
Please, Lindsay, allow our fans to know.
Okay,
fans,
well,
I hope you're fans. Please allow them to know what's going on Monday.
If you don't already know, we play Jai-Alai every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Today is Friday. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for being here. If you're still with us, We'll be back on Monday. That's October 14th at 5 p.m. That's going to be the Devils versus the Warriors. They're going to start with a Division 5 doubles match of CRB and Kubala versus Williams and Julin. After that will be a Division 1 doubles match of Alex and Urbieta versus Douglas and Nicholas. We'll have CRB and Bradley facing off against Williams and Stan. That'll be a Division 6 doubles match. And then we've got 2 singles matches, Alex of the Devils against Douglas of the Warriors, and then Urbieta versus Manny. And our 6th and final match will be a Division 3 doubles match of Jairo and Kubala versus Nicholas and Julin. So if you enjoyed watching the Warriors play tonight, come back here on Monday. I promise I will not be in the post-game show.
Oh, no. If you write in, she might. But we also promise that Jairo's not going to break the glass on Monday.
Correct. Yeah, so the last time Jairo played, that's right, the last time Jairo played.
He broke the glass.
Yes, he did.
He had dinner plans.
He wanted to get the heck out of here.
Exactly.
Well, anyway, we stayed safe from Milton, which is nice. We're lucky.
And if you're watching, we hope you did too.
Correct. And our prayers are out there for anyone who was affected, and we hope that we bring a little bit of joy to you guys every time we're here. That's it for us. I'm Lindsay Savin.
Stu Nyman. We'll see you Monday, 5 p.m. for the continuation of Battle Court.
It was great to be here. Thank you, Stu.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Jairo, do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the Jai-Alai ball.
Just like that effortless look, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Jai-Alai you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!